Introduction to consumer behavior. Today we will discuss the introduction with the consumer behavior. Consumer behavior refers to the study how individuals, groups and organizations select, purchase, use and dispose goods, services, ideas or experiences to satisfy their needs as well as desires. It involves examining the decision-making process of consumers, both individually and collectively, and understanding the factors influencing these decisions. These factors can be psychological, such as perception, motivation, and attitude. Sometimes social factors, which includes family, reference group, and culture. And personal factors such as age, occupation, lifestyle comes under it. By analyzing the consumer behavior, business can tailor their marketing strategies to meet the need and preferences of their target audience. Good morning all of you. Today we will discuss something related to consumer behavior. Here we should discuss what consumer buy, which is very much important. Because if we don't know what consumer buy, we will not provide the solution to the consumer. Because the choice of the consumer is very important. What the consumer buy, it depends a lot about the product. Then why they buy it? You have to provide the best possible product, or in the other word we can say we should provide the best solution of the problem in terms of the product. Then when they buy, we must know the peak time when they buy, so we should forecast our demand and we should manage our inventory. Then next is where they buy it. We should provide a convenient platform where the consumer will see all the features so that they can buy your product. Then how they buy it, we should provide them various modes. Nowadays online is very much in popularity. Many of customers and consumers prefer to buy the online products rather than the traditional buying. Today we will discuss the scope of consumer behavior, where the first point is consumer behavior regarding the individual, where every individual is unique with distinct preferences, taste, lifestyle and consumption habits. Even within demographic or psychographic segment, there is a significant variation in consumer behavior due to individual differences in personality, values, goals and life experiences. Next is psychological factors. Psychological factors such as personality traits, values, beliefs, attitude, perception and motivation influence the consumer behavior individuals. Then there is a unique psychology to shape their preferences, decision making processes and response to to market stimuli. Then economic factor is also very important because the income level, disposable income, inflation, unemployment, economic condition, influence of consumer behavior by affecting purchasing power, spending pattern, and consumer confidence. The economic fluctuation and market condition can impact individual willingness and ability to spend on goods and services. Then marketing factors, marketing strategies were different, so their marketing strategies also create an impact on the consumer behavior. Today we will discuss the importance of consumer behavior. Why we go through the study of consumer behavior. We will discuss it as a marketer. So if we adopt the consumer behavior, then we will able to develop our product. We will try to inject innovation in our product, as well as if our product is smart, if our product is innovative, then we will do the something better. So the effective marketing strategy also important in case of consumer behavior. Then without marketing segmentation, we will not effectively implement the consumer behavior. So we should segment the market on various factors so that the consumer behavior can be studied properly. Then this behavior, exact behavior, will highly satisfy the customer and consumer and create a loyalty by the side of the consumer. As well as if we understand the behavior of a consumer, then we can easily predict what will be the future step of the customer and consumer. So all those things will sum and create a particular positive environment regarding the buying and the selling. Today we will discuss the consumer decision making process, which is divided into the various steps. Firstly, we will discuss the first step, which is problem recognition, in which we recognize the problem, what the problem is in front of us. Then we will, second step is information search. We will search regarding the information about the solution of the problem. Then we will evaluate the various alternatives which provide the solution of the problem. Then we will pick the best alternative and take the purchase decision. Then the process is not final yet, but there is a last step which is known as post purchase behavior, which is very important, because nowadays we will focus on marketing, not on selling. So this is very much important step where we cover the after sale service. We will never ever forget our customer and consumer, because the customer and the consumer will be not taken as a single time buyer. It must be considered as long term buyer, long term purchaser. So this is a very important consumer decision making process. What is consumer research? Consumer research is a kind of process of collecting and analyzing the data to understand the consumer preference, behavior and understanding. It is very important to understand the preference because every customer and consumer prefer different things. The choices are different. So we must pick the customer as with their choice and provide them the desired solution of the particular problem. We should understand the behavior because the behavior is highly influenced by the external factors, situational factors. So we will understand the situation, then we will predict the behavior. Then decision making is very much important. Why consumer buy? We must know. So that's why we need a research on consumer in order to understand the needs. So by satisfying the needs, we will motivate them as well as what the market trend, what kind of purchasing going on, what kind of behavior exhibited by the consumer, as well as improved product and services is very much important because every customer and consumer wants a product which is improved, which is innovated in terms of their raw material, in terms of their feature. Everybody wants a new, innovative and unique as well as the distinct product in comparison with the others. Everybody wants to be unique. Everybody wants to pay the price for uniqueness. But the thing is, uniqueness must be unique, which must be kept in our mind. Today we will understand the consumer research process in 3 simple steps. Step number 1, identifying the research problem. What is the real problem? What is the point we should find out? Then define the key issue to study the point. As well as we must develop a plan regarding to the solution of the problem. We should choose the type of research. We should choose the type of research which must be qualitative and quantitative in nature. As well as our research is not limited with the above 2 steps, but the third step is very much important, which is a data. As we all know, there are 2 sources of data. Number 1 is primary data and number 2 is secondary data. Primary data is the data we must explore and the secondary data is already available. So both data having their equal importance, but it depends upon the applicability of the data, where it is applicable. So we must know the right use of data, because if we are wrong in case of data, then we will not provide the better solution. So data management is very important. Then we will come to the 4th step of consumer research process, where the data analysis and the interpretation is very much important, where we organize the data by using statistical tools. Reporting and implementation will be taken as step 5, which is very much important. Presenting the findings to the management is very much important because it's the output. If we will not provide the output, then there will be no use of research. Then the 6th step is evaluating the effectiveness of research. How effective work is done, which is very much important. The effectiveness is very much important. It means that the impact, so impact must be taken into consideration. We must think about the key takeaway because the whole class must remember these points. The consumer behavior is important because it explains, it gives the reason why and how people buy product. Consumer behavior is a kind of tool which gives you a line on which you can run to adopt and attract and retain the consumer and customer. You must know the reason why they buy, how people they buy. The pattern must be known. Although we should go through the factors like psychological, social, culture, economic factor, we must know before entering the market. We must know what kind of consumption pattern of the people. We must know what are the economic factors, what is the level of income. Your product is good, but the income is not up to the mark of the particular region, then there is a worthless for them because they don't have the money to buy the product. The product placement is very much important, as well as the culture and social norms. Is your product is accepted by the culture? Is your product is accepted by the norms, cultural norms? Is that the culture welcome your product? That your product matches with the culture is very much important. Psychology, gender, the age, all things will vary. You must know what kind of people will adopt your product. What's the age, best age to adopt the product. You must focus on the particular age group so that you will be succeeding. Then understanding the consumer behavior will create a better products and marketing strategy. It creates a very nice impact on the product which shapes the marketing strategy. The innovation is highly influenced by the such type of thing. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Thank you.